So yesterday we started three-dimensional geometry, right?
Yes, sir. We finished distance formula.
Um, yeah. So we have seen the introduction of three-dimensional geometry. We are done with it, right? Then yesterday I explained you what are the coordinate planes and all those things. Then I explained what are the coordinate, how to find the point in a space, how to find the point in an octant, or rather I can say how to find the octant in which the point belongs to. Then how to find the distance between 2 points, right? So all these things we saw yesterday. So we did all these problems also, right? 12.2 is over, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the only thing that is left out for today, we can actually complete in 15 to 20 minutes. It's a small topic. That is section formula. So this is also not a new term to you guys, right? So now I will derive it for 2 dimension and show, and you can extend the same to 3 dimensions. See. X-axis, Y-axis, the point P x1, y1 and Q x2, y2. Okay. There are 2 points like this. And if I take a point R x comma y, which is dividing the segment between these 2 points in the ratio m is to n, then what are the coordinates of point R x? Xy is equal to, you guys remember the formula? It is m into x2 plus n into
x1 by m plus n.
M plus n. Similarly, if it is m into y2 plus n into y1 divided by m plus n. We are going to extend this formula for 3 dimension also. That is the only difference. Instead of having x comma y, you will have x, y, z. The same thing, m into z2 plus n into z1 by m plus n, provided the point is dividing the points p and q in the internal part. Okay, if it is an interior partition, that is what is going to happen. Okay, so though it is not mandatory, I would suggest you guys to know what is a proof of it. Okay, because I'm concerned about how you think. So if I ask you, how did you get this m into x2 plus n into x1? How did you get this? Can someone tell me? You guys know the derivation for it. Anyone with the idea? No one? Listen. There are few topics in maths that can be related. One is coordinate geometry and the trigonometry part. You can always relate them and study. Okay. So we can always create a relation. So when I say coordinate geometry can be related to trigonometry, so what is the base of a trigonometry? What do we need for us to define trigonometric ratios?
Angle, sir. Theta.
What triangle?
Right angle triangle.
You always need a right angle triangle. So what we will do is we will construct it. Okay. Just like how we did how we followed this process for finding the slope also. This point R is taken as x comma y. Okay. Now concentrate, guys. So when I drop a perpendicular, this distance is x1. This distance is x, right? And this distance is x2. Right. Similarly, if I drop a perpendicular here, this is y1. If I drop a perpendicular, this is y. And if I drop a perpendicular, this distance is y2. Brilliant. Right. Right. So how much is this distance, guys? I've drawn an arrow mark.
Y minus y1.
It is y minus y1. How much is this portion, guys?
Y2 minus y.
y2 minus y. Similarly, how much is this portion?
X minus x.
X minus x1, and this will be x2 minus x. So if I take this angle as theta, this angle is also theta. Right. So they are corresponding sides. Corresponding angles, right? Now tell me, y2 minus y and x2 minus x, how can I relate them? So look at the way I'm going to take points. If I take this as A, B, R, this is C. So if I take the triangle RBA, if I take the triangle RBA, okay, what is sine theta from it? Is it not y minus y1 divided by m? Actually, the distance between the point A and R is not m. The ratio is m. So generally we write it as m into k. Okay, so if you're confused with that k, you can forget about it. It's m. Similarly, what is sine theta from the other right angle triangle that you're able to see? It is y2 minus y divided by n. So this is also sine theta, this is also sine theta. Can I equate them? So y minus y1 by m is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by n, which implies ny minus ny1 is equal to my2 minus my. So which implies my will go to the others and ny1 will come to the other side. So m plus n into y is equal to my2 plus ny1. So y will be how much? My2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. Did you guys understand? By the way, this is not the proof given in your textbook. They would have used similarities of triangles. I used trigonometry because trigonometry is easier. Tell me.
Sir, we used one K now, sir. In
Yeah,
earlier
use
showed
K
one
actually.
That K
So K
is
and K.
1,
K
sir.
answer.
This value is
See,
1.
for example, Rasi, when I say, I'll take an example. Let's say there is a point 1, 2, Q 3, 4. In between, I'm saying there is a point R, which is dividing PQ and the ratio 1:2. It doesn't mean the distance between P and R is 1 unit. Am I right? So
Yes, sir.
when I say the ratio is 1:2, I can say this is 2, this is 4. I don't know what is the distance. I can say this is 3, this is 6. You're able to understand?
Yes, sir.
So they are in the same ratio. Ratio doesn't mean the distance.
So that K doesn't have any value, sir.
It doesn't have any value. See, for example, if I say this is K, then I'm saying this is 2K. That is the meaning. Such that, so what I'm trying to say is, if I say the distance PR is K, I don't know what that K is. It can either be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4, it can be 5, anything. But if this distance is taken as K, then the distance between R and Q is taken as 2K. That is the meaning. Such that the ratio of K is to 2K is still 1:2. That is why there I wrote it as MK, that K will get cancelled. That's it.
Understood, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, you can make a note of this. Similarly, I hope you can do it for X. You can do it on your own. For X, what you're going to do is you're going to take cos theta. So theoretically, we are done with this chapter. We'll do some problems. Some problems are slightly tricky. I will not say every problem.
Sir, so Z-axis we won't have, sir.
Z-axis you are going to take. See, when you extend the concept to 3 dimension, you are going to get
mz2 plus nz1 by m plus 1.
by m plus 1. Okay, provided the point R is internal to it. Sometimes what will happen is, if it is an exterior point, okay, that is like this. If I take this as P and Q, if I take R as an exterior point, from P to R, if I say this distance M, this is N. Okay, this is X1, Y1, X2, Y2. This point is X comma Y. R X comma Y will be equal to M into X2. What will happen? Instead of plus, you will have a minus. Minus N into X1 divided by M minus N. Similarly, it will be M into Y2 minus N into Y1 divided by M minus N. I hope you would have seen this also last year. Right, I'm just extending the concept of your 10th standard knowledge. Do you guys know this or not?
I don't think this was there last year.
This was not there? Okay, not a big deal. I'll just tell you. I'll just give you the outline. I don't remember, that is why I'm saying. So PQR is there, right? So P, if I take it as X1 comma Y1, Q is X2 comma Y2, R is X comma Y, okay? So from P to R, what have I taken? M is taken, right? So if I say from P to R, it is MK. And Q to R, it is NK. In a similar way, I'm dropping perpendiculars, okay? From here also, I'm dropping perpendiculars. Is it clear till this step? Now tell me, what is this distance? What is the distance that I have taken?
X2, sir. X2 minus X1. Sir.
Similarly, this distance is
X minus X2, sir.
that's it. Okay, it is X minus X2. Theta, this is also theta. Okay, from P to R, so PR is equal to MK, QR is equal to NK. Then what is PQ? It is M minus N into K. Right? Is that point clear? So PQ is M minus N into K and QR is N times K. This is X minus X2. This is X2 minus X1. Right? So what is cos theta, guys? X2 minus X1 divided by M minus N into K. What is cos theta? X minus X2 divided by NK. Adjacent divided by hypotenuse. I hope there is no doubt till this step. Then what are we supposed to do? X2 minus X1 divided by M minus N into K is equal to X minus X2 divided by NK. K and K will get cancelled, which implies NX2 minus NX1 is equal to M minus N into X minus X2. So NX2 minus NX1 is equal to, what is it? MX minus MX2 minus NX plus NX2, right? Is there anything that gets cancelled?
NX2, sir.
NX2, there is no cancellation. Yeah, NX2 gets cancelled. That's right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So which implies MX minus NX, this MX2 comes to the other side. MX2 minus NX1 is equal to M minus N into X, accepted. So X will be MX2 minus NX1 divided by M minus N. Did you understand?
Understood, sir.
See, it's a simple logic, guys. There's the proof. The logic is very simple. So in the question, if they say the point is dividing the 2 points internally, it is plus in the numerator. If they say the point is dividing externally, it is minus in the numerator. Sorry, minus in the numerator and the denominator. That's it. But the logic is same. m into x2 plus n into x1. That is the you have to multiply them cross. You have to do a cross multiplication between them. So how to remember is, if this point is x1 comma y1, this point q is x2 comma y2. If this point r is x comma y, if it is m, this is n, m into x2 plus n into x1 divided by m plus n. This is internally. If it is externally, just cross multiply and then so on. Right? Shall we see some applications of it? With this, actually, the concepts are over. Okay, we need to understand how to solve the problem. So we'll start solving them. Okay. This 12th chapter, right? Okay. 12.3. So find the coordinates of the points which divides the line segment joining the points internally in the ratio 2:3. So what are the given points? 1, -2, 3. And this point is 3, 4, -5. They need the point R, which is XYZ, which is dividing P and Q in the ratio 2:3. Can you guys do it fast and tell me? This is M, N, this is X2, Y2, Z2, P is X1, Y1, Z1. Do it fast and tell me.
I got
What are the points? 6 plus 3, 9 by
9 by 5,
5,
comma 2 by 5, comma minus 1 by 5.
minus 6, 2 by 5, comma
Minus 1 by
minus.
5.
This is when the point is dividing internally. Externally, find it out. So what is the answer given? Can you
Same answer, sorry. I got the same answer.
So -3, -14, and 19. Right? Now, see, yesterday we did problems based on collinearity, right? In collinearity, what did I say? P, Q, and R are there. Find PQ, find QR, and find PR. If the sum of 2 is equal to the third one, then we say that all the 3 points are collinear. Correct? Huh? So the other way to prove the collinearity is observe. If I take this point as -4, 6, and 10, this is 14, 0, and -2. And this point is 2, 4, 6. Okay. They want us to use section formula and prove that these 3 points are collinear. So for that, what we will do is, so for section formula, we need to know the ratio. So listen, let the ratio in which Q divides PR is lambda is to 1. You can take K is to 1 also, your wish. I just took lambda is to 1. Means if this side is of the ratio lambda, this side will be 1. Am I clear, guys? So I'm applying the formula. Applying section formula. See what I'm going to do. Tell me what is section formula. Lambda into 14 plus 1 into minus 4 divided by lambda plus
Lambda.
1 is how much?
2, sir.
That's right. So from this, what you do is find out lambda. So 14 lambda minus 4 is equal to 2 lambda plus 2, which implies 12 lambda is equal to 6. What is the value of lambda? Lambda is equal to half. Now what I do is, if I take lambda is equal to half, means I found out that the ratio is 1:2. Now if I take for the y coordinate, what is the y coordinate? I'm not using 1:2. Okay, I'm still using lambda is to 1 only. For the y coordinate, can I write lambda into 0 plus 1 into 6 divided by lambda plus 1? Okay, what should this actually come out as? What should this actually come out as? Guys,
4,
this should
sir.
be, it should be equal to 4, right? But we are not going to equate it to 4. If I equate it to 4, I'll get the value of lambda as half. So what I will do is, from the previously obtained value of lambda, I'm going to substitute it here, and I'm going to verify that is coming out as 4. So if I substitute lambda as 4 here, then 6 divided by 1 by 2 plus 1 is how much? 6 divided by 3 by 2. Is it coming out as 4? Yes. Similarly,
Yes.
if I take the z coordinate and apply the same logic, lambda into minus 2 plus 1 into 10 divided by lambda plus 1 is equal to, how much should it come? It should come out 6. Check, no? Substitute lambda is equal to 2 and see. Minus 1 plus 10 divided by 3 by 2. So 9 by 3 by 2 is 6. So from this we can conclude that the 3 points are what?
Collinear.
Yes. Got it?
So I have a slight doubt, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, here, why are we not finding lambda as half for each, sir? By like equating it with 4. What's wrong?
You can do that also. Both are right.
So both are
See,
right, no, sir?
Both are right. In all the 3 cases, if you are able to prove that lambda is half, that is also right. But this is more accurate. See,
yes,
why I'm saying, because if you say half, it can be 2:4 also. But here, what I'm trying to do is I'm taking the ratio in such a way that I'm getting the exact value of the coordinates. But it doesn't mean that what you asked is wrong. That is also right.
Okay, sir. Understood, sir.
Shall I proceed to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys, listen. So in the next problem, we are asked to find the centroid of the triangle. Okay, there are 3 coordinates that are given whose vertices are x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2, and x3, y3, z3. So you need to find the centroid of the triangle. So what is the property that we know with respect to centroid? What is a centroid in the first place? The point of intersection of what?
Point of intersection of medians of a triangle, sir.
Yes. So if you take all the medians, that's right. So if you take the median means from the vertex, if you draw a line to the base, that line will divide the base into 2 equal parts. So this is another median. This is another median. Okay. A, B, C. So the point of intersection of the medians is centroid. We know that the centroid divides the median in the ratio 2:1.
2:1.
You know this, right? So it divides the centroid in the ratio 2:1. So what is this point? So if this point is x2 comma y2 comma z2, and this is x3 comma y3 comma z3, and this point is x1 comma y1 comma z1, correct? Then what is the midpoint of BC, guys? So what is the point D? D is the midpoint of BC. D is, so what is the value of D? It will be x2 plus x3 by 2, y2 plus y3 by 2, and z2 plus z3 by 2. What did I apply? I applied the midpoint formula. Right?
Yes, sir.
So you know the coordinates. x2 plus x3 by 2, y2 plus y3 by 2, z2 plus z3 by 2. So between the points A and D, applied the section formula, and you will get the coordinates of point G. Can you guys do it fast and tell me? So x coordinate of G will be 2 into x2 plus x3 by 2 plus 1 into x1 divided by 3. So this is going to give us so this is given as x1 plus x2 plus x3 by. So you know this formula, right? Last year you would have learned the point of centroid is x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3, and z1 plus z2 plus z3. Guys, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
So other two coordinates, I hope you can find it out. Okay. Example 10. I need 2 minutes time. Charge is over. Find the ratio in which the line segments joining the points 4, 8, 10 and 6, 8, minus 10 is divided by the YZ plane. So YZ plane means which coordinate is missing?
X.
So let the ratio be lambda is to 1. Okay. So you are going to take the points like this. 4, 8, 10 and 6, 10 and minus 8. If I take this point R, then this will be 0, comma, y, comma, z. I hope you understood why I wrote 0, y, z. So this one will be lambda and 1. So let the ratio in which the line segment is divided by the point 0, y, z be lambda is to 1. Then lambda into 6 plus 1 into 4 divided by lambda plus 1 should be how much? So lambda into 6 plus 1 into 4 divided by lambda plus 1, mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n should be equal to how much? 0. Did you guys understand this? Which implies 6 lambda by 4 plus lambda plus 1 is 0, which implies lambda is equal to minus 2 by 3. So the value of lambda in this case is minus 2 divided by 3. So the ratio will be minus 2 is to 3. If at all they ask you to find the coordinates of that point, then you can use the formula for y coordinate and z coordinate. But according to this question, what they have asked, you just can stop with minus 2 is to 3. Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
So the next is the exercise problems. Find the coordinates of the points which divides a line segment joining. This you can do 2:3 internally, externally. Homework. Given that P 3, 2 minus 4 and Q 5, 4 minus 6 and R are collinear, find the ratio in which Q divides PR. Can you do this? So it is 3, 2 minus 4 and 9, 8 minus 10. This point is Q. If I take this as P, this is R, this is lambda is to 1, and this point is 5, 4, minus 6. Right. So lambda into 9 plus 1 into 3 divided by lambda plus 1 is how much?
5, sir.
5. So 9 lambda plus 3 is equal to 5 lambda plus 5, which implies 4 lambda is equal to 2. Lambda is 1 by 2. So read the question carefully. They have asked only the ratio. So we need not sit and prove that it is collinear. They have already told it is collinear.
So ratio is 1:2, no, sir?
Yeah, that's what I know. Yeah, ratio is 1:2. Lambda is half means. So ratio is lambda is to 1, no? So
Yes,
lambda
sir.
itself is 1 by 2 is to 1. So multiplying with 2 on both the sides, it will be 1:2. So ratio is 1:2. Okay. Next. Find the ratio in which YZ planes divides the line segment joining the points. So minus 2, 4, 7, 3 minus 5, 8. If I take this point as R, this is PQ. Ratio is lambda is to 1. 0, YZ will be the coordinate. So 3 lambda minus 2 divided by lambda plus 1 is equal to 0. So 3 lambda minus 2 is lambda plus 1, which implies 2 lambda is equal to 3. Answer will be lambda is equal to 3 by 2. The ratio is how much? Whatever is the value of lambda, that is the ratio. 3:2. So again, as I am repeating, if they ask the coordinates of y and z, then you need to apply the formula for y coordinate and z coordinate. Else, you need not. Clear? So fourth one, homework. I think every problem is similar. Fifth one, find the coordinates of the point which trisect the line segment. This one I will do. So I'll tell you what is the common mistake that happens. So 4, 2, minus 6, 10, minus 16 and 6. This is P and this is Q. So what do you mean by find the coordinates of the points? It is not a point. Points which trisect. What do you mean by trisect, guys? If I say
Divide
bisect,
into 3 equal parts.
it divides into 3 equal parts, right? So when I say bisect, bi refers to 2. Trisect means what will happen is, if I take this point as R and if I take this point as S, then if PR is lambda, or I can say it like this, if PR is of value 1, then RQ will be of value 2. Or if PS is 2, SQ will be 1. So mostly what people do is they will take only one point. Did you guys understand what I did? So PR is same. If PR is of the same distance as RS, is the same distance as SQ. Okay. So R is a point which is trisecting PQ, and S is a point which is trisecting PQ. So R with respect to PQ is in such a way that R is close to P. So if the distance between P and R is K, then the distance between R and Q should be 2K. Am I right? Because this is K, and this is K. Guys, are you able to visualize it? So 1:2, or, oh, I made a mistake. 2:1. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir. It makes sense.
Yeah. So R is what? So coordinates of points R, if I take it as X, Y, Z, you guys tell me. It will be 1 into 10 plus 2 into 4 divided by 3, comma 1 into minus 16 plus 2 into 2 divided by 3, comma 1 into 6 plus 2 into minus 6 divided by 3. If I take S, if I call S as X dash, comma Y dash, comma Z dash, then it will be 2 into 10 plus 1 into 4 divided by 3. 2 into minus 16 plus 1 into 2 divided by 3. 2 into 6 plus 1 into minus 6 divided by 3. Right. So those values I hope you can find. Right. So with this, we are done with this chapter, and miscellaneous is also given as homework to you guys. Okay. I'll give you time till Monday. Before Monday, 4 p.m. submit it. Okay. So what are all the homeworks? The problems which are there in 12.2, which I didn't do, 12.2, 12.3, and miscellaneous. These are all homework. Complete and submitted by Monday, 4 p.m. What is Monday's? Monday is 9/11, right? So submitted by that day. Okay. In tomorrow's class, I will start a very, very important topic, that is limits. Don't miss the class, be attentive. Tomorrow's class is very, very important. Okay. Any other doubt from this chapter? We are done with this chapter.
No doubts, sir.
No, sir.
That's good. So just wait for a minute, don't leave.